Hello, everybody. This is Sister Sonia. This is Sister Sonia TV. Today, I am here to share with you and celebrate. I am on. I'm doing. If any of you have been, kind of following me, and you're my friend on Facebook, you know that I have began this Walk Before You Run training program, and with the goal of running a 5K, and I scheduled my 5K for the fall of this year. So um, today I'm on week 3. Today is day 1 of week 3. And today the challenge was to run 8 intervals and walk. Um, um, and we timed it. It was a certain amount of time for the 8 intervals where I ran, and then I paired it with a longer interval of walking, to give my body a rest. And I have to be honest with you today. You know, I was actually challenged with fearing the unknown. I went through the day, really all day, cycling through my mind, um, getting up the nerve to actually take the step to go out and face the fear of running, and of course, it was my mind playing, um, what some people would say, that's my ego telling me, that I can't do it. This is silly. Why would you get out there and try to do something like this? You know how much you weigh. You're putting pressure on your legs, and just all kinds of things. All of that taking place for me to do 8 intervals of short runs, 8 intervals of a short walk. Um, and it's interesting, again, if you've been following my Facebook page, I walk 2, 3, 4, 5 miles a day with no real issue or challenge. And honestly, today it was amazing to me that I had so much anxiety, and I don't know how else to describe it. So much doubt, so much negativity, going through my mind, you know, which lets me know that I was actually in the process of making a major shift in my life, a major, you know, one I, had said to someone yesterday, or put it out there, made myself accountable. I said that my video today was going to be about the courage to transform. Needless to say that I actually walked out what this video was supposed to be out, because it took a lot of courage for me to actually make the shift from just walking to the actual running. um it let me know that where I'm challenged, as far as, usually I'm walking on a treadmill, um you know on in a stationary type position. So I recognize that that's a lot easier than going outside, and I'm going up and down hills and that kind of thing. But honestly, it didn't make sense for me, or to me, to do it any other way. When we started to do the transition to the run walk, it makes more sense to me to actually do that outside, as opposed to doing it in the manner that I was doing it. Now, maybe on my off day, where the training is saying, where the training, the outline is saying that I can rest, maybe I will do, some practice or some exercise inside, but I'm going to have to make sure I'm staying outside. Anyway, you know, the courage that it took me all day. And I constantly, I actually, you know what, I actually went outside and I walked my neighborhood one time with the intention to do the walk run. So I did the 5 minute warm up, and when it came time to run, I just couldn't bring myself to do it. So the second time, I made myself accountable. I said, I really got to do this run. I really got to do my training for today. So I put it out there, with my family, and my sister was over here, and I was like, I really got to get out here and do this run, um, or this run walk. And so as she was leaving, I had my coat on. I mean, I kept my coat on all day. This was a major shift for me today, and it may not mean anything to anybody else, but and people will agree with me. When you're on a journey to improve your health, or you're on a journey to wellness, or to launch wellness in your life, it is not like riding a bike. Really, it's not like riding a bike. I believe that if I had the desire to get on a bike and ride it, that I would remember. But this is something new and different for me, and it's something that I have to face, and am challenged with on a daily basis. So it's not like riding a bike. I do believe that the person that I'm striving to be on the outside is already alive and well in me, you know, and I'm just trying to match up what's in me with, um, what's on the outside of me, just kind of bringing, you know, things to fruition. That's for me. That's like manifestation. I am an athlete on the inside. You know what I'm saying? I have that fight. I see myself running. Not to prove a point to anybody else, but I believe that that's who, that's someone, that I am on the inside. And actually, I'm, I had the plan to run a 5K, and start training last year this time, but I was in a car accident. So it took my training and my plans to do that. It kind of, got me off course. So I'm thankful for the opportunity to be able to pick that back up and do it again. So I'm excited. Some days, are better than others, and I won't deny that. But the key for me is to keep pushing, and in my downtime, I think about, who I am, who I am at the core of my being, not what I look like on the outside. I realize that what I look like, that what you see is a temporary state of who I am. And, I see myself crossing the finish line. I see, myself with the courage to truly, truly transform, not just, not just physically, although that's important, you know, it is very important, because I can't run the race, that I've been given if my body doesn't respond to movement. And, the only thing I can do well is sit in a chair. That is not, I'm not honoring the person that I was created to be. That's just where I am. I'm not passing judgment on anybody. I've been on the journey for a long time. And, I have to say, it really is my time. It's really my time to, to be courageous, to transform, to go from, the caterpillar to the butterfly. It's my time. It's my time. And you know what? When you're ready, it's your time too. You know, the only, you know, the only reason that it's taken me this long is because I had to be ready. You know, I had to be ready to accept, you know, my time, my opportunity. I had to, you know, to be in the mind front. I had to have the mindset. I had to renew my mind. I had to transform my mind. You know what I'm saying? And that's a daily journey, because you know I have more junk, um, you know, when it comes to health and wellness than I do, you know, good stuff. I've been on this journey a lot. Um, I have been on the journey to wellness for a shorter period of time, and I put more time into being unhealthy. You know, so so you know, so it's taken me some time, and I have somebody at the door calling me. Um, and so, you know, here I am. I have accomplished the goal. I have, you know, I'm on the path. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving in. I am encouraged, and I want you to be encouraged. And if you are looking at this video and you're thinking, oh, I should start doing something, you know what? The journey starts with one step. And you know, if many of you remember, you know, when I first started to get back into, um, you know, launching wellness in my life, I had to chair walk. And I've said that several times, but I had to chair walk because of the injury that I sustained when I was in a car accident. Um, you know, it was very painful for me to stand and even actually sit. So, but I was determined, and I saw and I visualized, you know, the day that will come that I will be able to stand on my own, and not be in pain, or that I would actually be able to run the race that I've set out to run, and that being the 5K. And here I am, almost a year later, still on the path, still on the journey, still striving to do those things. So, you know, if I can do it, I believe that you can do it too. And, you know, because I am on this wellness journey, one of the things that I always, fitness is important, nutrition is important. And, you know, I actually think that it's kind of funny, but one of my favorite quotes when I think about wellness is this: what you eat in secret will show up in public. And so, you know, keep that in mind as you go through the week, and, you know, you're struggling with, should I eat this? Should I not? Should I do this? Should I work out? Should I, you know, it's going to show up. What you do in secret will show up in public. What you eat in secret will show up in public. So it's almost like that commercial where you see the little kids on the soccer field, and, you know, and they were saying, oh, you know, Susie's doing so good. And, you know, Johnny looks like he's running a little behind. And, you know, you look at Johnny and he's in the shape of a donut. You are what you eat, basically. So, you know, with that said, I'm going to end this video, and I'm going to say to you guys, you know, be inspired. Have a wonderful, wonderful remainder of the day. And that's it for now. I'll talk to you soon.